জাতীয় সংসদ passes International Crimes Tribunal Amendment Bill 2026 with inclusion of enforced disappearances in definition of crime against humanity. Meeting of lawmakers of ruling party with Prime Minister and Leader of the House Tariq Rahman in the chair held at জাতীয় সংসদ. Hajj flights for current year to begin from April 18. Religious Affairs Minister informs the House. Although fuel oil prices increase in world market, no decision made to increase prices in domestic market, says Prime Minister's advisor on information and broadcasting. World Health Day observed with various programs. Health Minister announces total elimination of corruption in health sector. Jatka Conservation Week begins. Various programs with an aim to conserve Hilsha being organized till April 13th in 20 Hilsha-rich districts of the country. A court of Dhaka orders to send former Speaker of Jatiyo সংসদ Dr. Shirin Sharmi Chaudhary to jail, rejecting remand and bail applications. Trump threatens to take major military action against Iran if agreement not reached within deadline. Tehran rejects proposal for ceasefire. And current Board of Directors of Bangladesh Cricket Board BCB dissolved. 11-member ad hoc committee formed headed by Tamim Iqbal. Elections to be held within 90 days. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Tasnima Tasnim, welcoming you to News at 10. You've just heard the headlines, now moving on to the details. 9 bills, including International Crimes Tribunal Amendment Bill 2026, passed at Jatiyo সংসদ today. Forced disappearance has been included in the International Crimes Tribunal Amendment Bill 2026 as a crime against humanity. Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Mohammad Asaduzzaman placed the bill at the House today. Earlier, the sitting of the House resumed with Speaker Major retired Hafizuddin Ahmed in the chair. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman was present at the Parliament. Besides, Code of Criminal Procedure Amendment Bill 2026, Civil Court Amendment Bill 2026 and Registration Amendment Bill 2026 passed at the House today. Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Mohammad Asaduzzaman placed the bills at the House. Meanwhile, Smoking and Tobacco Product Use and Control Amendment Bill 2026, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Medical University Amendment Bill 2026 and Sheikh Hasina Medical University Amendment Bill 2026 passed at the Jatiyo সংসদ. On behalf of Health and Family Welfare Minister Sardar Mohammad Shakawat Hussain, Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed placed the bills at the House for passing. Besides, Bangomata Sheikh Fazilatunnisa Medical University Amendment Bill 2026 passed at the House. Health and Family Welfare Minister Sardar Mohammad Shakawat Hussain moved the bill at the House for passing. Meanwhile, Haor and Wetland Preservation Bill passed at the House. Water Resources Minister Shohidun Chaudhary Ani placed the bill at the সংসদ for passing. Meanwhile, Power, Energy and Mineral Resources Minister Iqbal Hassan Mahmood has said government has continued supplying adequate energy across the country. The minister said this while speaking under Rule 71 of Rules of Procedure on matters of urgent public importance at the House today. He said there is no energy crisis in the country. Energy is importing in continuing and drive against hoarders will continue. Power, Energy and Mineral Resources Minister said considering the benefit of common people, government has kept energy price unchanged in April. Meanwhile, State Minister for Local Rural Development and Cooperatives Mir Shahi Alam has said government has a plan to implement a project to construct submersible roads in the country. Earlier on the tabled question and answer session, Religious Affairs Minister Qazi Shah Mofazzal Hossain Kaikobad said Hajj flight will start on April 18th. Discussion on Thanksgiving motion on President's speech at the Parliament took place. During the discussion, the member of the Parliament, Rumin Farhana, said the martyrs of July left their dream written on the walls. She said July movement was not just for regime change. Member of Parliament Mohammad Kamruzzaman said Tariq Rahman is the oppressed Prime Minister of Bangladesh in the last 52 years of history. The sitting of the session will resume at 30 minutes past 10 tomorrow in the morning. A meeting of the ruling BNP Parliamentary Party was held at the Jatiyo সংসদ Bhavan today. BNP Chairman and Prime Minister Tariq Rahman chaired the meeting at the meeting room of the ruling party. UNDP resident representative in Bangladesh, Stefan Leeler, made a courtesy call on Jatiyo সংসদ Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed at his office today. The call-on focused on various issues including e-governance, e-parliament, activities of the parliamentary standing committees, sessions of the parliaments, and rules of procedure of the parliament. Speaker Hafizuddin Ahmed laid emphasis on areas of cooperation between UNDP and the Jatiyo সংসদ. He proposed bilateral exchange visits involving MPs, particularly women parliamentarians, with UNDP. Mentioning that the government is very liberal regarding necessary amendment of the constitution, the speaker said that the opposition is playing cooperative role in the parliament. UNDP resident representative Stefan Leeler said that UNDP is the longest partner of Bangladesh and Jatiyo সংসদ. She expressed the hope that the cooperative activities of UNDP will continue in future. At this time, they also exchanged views on the ongoing energy crisis and democratic process, appreciating the neutral stance of the European countries, United Kingdom, Germany and France in the prevailing global context. UNDP Deputy Resident Representative Shonali Dairatne, Assistant Resident Representative Anwarul Haq, Assistant Program Advisor Dragan Popovic and Senior Governance Specialist Tanvir Mahmood were also present at the program. Prime Minister's Information Broadcasting Advisor Dr. Zahidur Rahman said that the government has not yet decided to raise domestic fuel prices despite an increase in global oil prices driven by war between Iran and the United States. He made the remarks today at a press briefing titled Government's Multifaceted Development and Progress, held at the Press Conference Information Department Conference Room at the Secretariat. Information and Broadcasting Secretary Mahbuba Farzana, Joint Secretary Riyasat Al-Wasif, Principal Information Officer Muhammad Yaqub and other senior officials of the ministry were present at the time. The information advisor mentioned that the government has taken immediate and diverse measures to address a slight shortfall in fuel supply caused by volatility in the global energy market. He added that an app will be launched soon to help ensure smooth fuel distribution. Highlighting ongoing development initiatives, the advisor said the government is implementing various programs aimed at strengthening social protection, the economy, administration, and state values. He also spoke about plans to modernize the state-owned broadcaster BTV, including initiatives to raise public awareness. Dr. Zahidur Rahman highlighted government actions in healthcare, agriculture, communications, law and order, and reaffirmed its strong position against corruption. World Health Day observed across the globe today. This year's theme of the day has been set as Science in Healthcare, Safety for All Lives. To raise awareness about the importance of healthcare, various programs have been undertaken in Bangladesh as in other countries around the world. On this occasion, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the Directorate General of Health Services and various non-governmental development organizations working in the health sector have taken different initiatives. The National Heart Foundation of Bangladesh has decided to observe a week-long service week. Doctors say that regular exercise, a balanced diet, and timely health checkups are essential for a healthy life. Experts also said that it is important to increase awareness to prevent various infectious diseases such as dengue and measles. At the same time, equal importance has been given to mental health. The message of World Health Day, stay healthy, be aware, can only be realized through collective efforts to build a healthy nation. Emphasizing that health is wealth, doctors have urged everyone to remain conscious. Health Minister Shorda Shakwat Hussain has said that vaccination campaigns will begin from April 12th in the two city corporation areas of Dhaka. He also said 100% vaccination campaign will start across the country from May 3rd. The Health Minister made these remarks in the morning at a World Health Day event held at the Abu Said Convention Center on Minto Road in the capital. The minister said that complexities are often created in health sector procurement to facilitate corruption. He declared that corruption in this sector will be completely eradicated. The minister said that without improvement in ethics, development in this sector will not be possible. State Minister for Health Dr. M.A. Mohit said that environmental, human and animal health must be considered together. He added that without progress in research and technology, it will be difficult to tackle new diseases. Among others, senior officials of the ministry and doctors were present in the function. In 2024, the number of economic units has increased by 49.68%. This was stated in the report of Economic Census 2024. The report said country's service sector, including e-commerce as well as micro and cottage industry, has increased. However, the industrial sector reduced. On the other hand, economic activities have increased in both rural and urban areas. Bangladesh Bureau of Statistics (BBS) published the report at a function in Dhaka today. Speaking as chief guest at the program, State Minister for Planning Mohammad Junaid Abdur Rahim Saki said that the center point of the development philosophy of the present government is data-driven planning and people-centric economic policy. In that perspective, Economic Census 2024 is a very important milestone, he added. Secretary of Statistics and Information Management Division Alia Akhtar, Secretary of Planning Division Shakil Akhtar and Director General of BBS M. Farhad Siddiq were present among others. As part of awareness efforts to boost Hilsha production and ensure its conservation in the country, Jatka Conservation Week 2026 is being observed from today until 13th of April. Meanwhile, a 58 days ban on all types of fishing will be enforced in the Bay of Bengal and adjacent areas from 15th April to 11th June. The Jatka Conservation Week is being observed in 20 Hilsha-rich districts across the country. Foreign Minister Dr. Khalilur Rahman left Dhaka this afternoon to attend the Indian Ocean Conference to be held in Mauritius from April 10 to 12. In a briefing on the Foreign Minister's visit, spokesperson of the Foreign Ministry Mahbubul Alam informed that Khalilur Rahman made a stopover in New Delhi. He also mentioned that he expected to hold courtesy meetings with Indian External Affairs Minister, National Security Advisor and Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mahbubul Alam further said that the meetings will lay emphasis on strengthening bilateral relations based on mutual respect, trust and shared interest, with emphasis on ensuring stability and continuity in cooperation. The visit is also expected to help elevate Bangladesh-India cooperation to a more productive and sustainable level in the coming years. Prime Minister's Foreign Affairs Advisor Humayun Kobir is accompanying the Bangladesh Foreign Minister. An Australian parliamentary delegation led by Speaker of the House of Representatives Milton Dick is visiting Bangladesh this week. Australian High Commissioner to Bangladesh Susan Ryle briefed the State Minister for Foreign Affairs Shama Ubaid Islam about the visit during a call-on this morning at the Foreign Ministry today. Australian envoy said during the visit, Australian delegation will meet Speaker of Jatiyo সংসদ Hafizuddin Ahmed and State Minister for Foreign Affairs Shama Ubaid Islam. They will have a guided tour of the সংসদ building and July Mass Uprising Memorial Museum. The delegation is also expected to observe the Parliament proceedings, the envoy added. State Minister Shama Ubaid Islam expressed hope that the visit would inject new momentum into Bangladesh-Australia bilateral relations following the formation of the new government. A court today sent to jail former Jatiyo সংসদ Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry in a case filed over an alleged attempt to murder one Ashraful alias Fahim in the city's Lalbagh area during the July mass uprising. Dhaka Metropolitan Magistrate Jewel Rana passed the order as police produced Chaudhary before the court and pleaded for a 2-day remand in the case. The defense, however, argued for her bail. According to the case documents, a procession of the anti-discrimination student movement was brought out on July 18, 2024 at Ajimpur Government Staff Quarter in Lal Bagh. At one stage, police and activists of the Awami League and its affiliated organizations allegedly opened fire on the rally, leaving several people dead and injured. Victim Ashraful was also shot in the incident, sustaining pellet injuries in different parts of his body, including his left eye. He was rushed to hospital and underwent treatment at several hospitals but permanently lost vision in his left eye. He filed the case with Lal Bagh Police Station on July 17, 2025. A team of the Detective Branch DB arrested Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary from her Dhanmondi residence on the night of April 6th. The tribunal has issued arrest warrants against 18 individuals, including fugitive former Minister Hassan Mahmood and former Education Minister Mohibul Hassan Chaudhary Nofil, after taking cognizance of a crime against humanity case over the killing of 6 people, including Chhatro Dal leader Wasim, during the July 2024 mass uprising. The order was issued today by International Crimes Tribunal 2, led by Justice Nazrul Islam Chaudhary. All the accused are currently associated with the Awami League and its affiliated organizations, which have been declared banned. Among them, 4 individuals, including former MP Fazla Karim Chaudhary, have already been arrested, while the remaining 18 are absconding. Wasim Akram was killed by gunfire on July 16, 2024 during the Quota Reform movement. Later, after completing the investigation into the case, charges were submitted to the tribunal over the killing of 6 people and injuries to 13 others. Following the investigation, the prosecution formally filed charges against 22 individuals in connection with the killing of 6 people, including Wasim. Later, while briefing journalists, Chief Prosecutor Muhammad Aminul Islam said that the killings in Chattogram were carried out with the instigation and provocation of these accused. He also mentioned that the verdict in the case over the killing of Abu Said, the first martyr of the July mass uprising, will be announced on April 9th, expressing hope that the expected verdict will be delivered in the case. Moving on to international news.